Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Tuplex. Let's continue setting up our oil production. Specifically, we want to start making sulfur, sulfuric acid, batteries, and plastic. And with that, we will be able to get our blue science production going. Before we do that, I want to take a look at our map and see how we're doing with our pollution. I don't see any new biter nests, which is good. I think I would like to add a radar. And maybe I can put it up here where we have one of our turret bunkers. There's one way up there. Yeah, I think I'd like to put it up there. That'll give us some more vision of what's going on. So let me run some power. We can use that to throw down some lights while we're at it. And so with that vision, we'll be able to see more quickly if there has been any expansion of the biter nests, so we can make sure that we keep those at bay. All right. Well, I have to wait for it to be made, but what I'll do is I'll open up this wall here and we'll put the radar inside with these turrets. And actually, I'll put down a third turret. Give that some ammunition. And my radar is here. So we'll put that there. Put a power pole. We'll just put the power pole there instead. We'll throw in a light. And then we'll surround that with some wall. And I'm going to leave a space, which I have neglected to do in many cases up until now. But I want to leave that space between the wall and the turrets because big biters are able to reach over a wall. So if you leave a space, they won't be able to get to it. That's the logic there. Okay, so with that radar there, now we can see exactly what's going on up there. And that'll start to give us some more visibility to the north of us as well. All right, so let's get back to oil. So I'm thinking 2 sulfur makers, 1 sulfuric acid maker, and 4 plastic. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so the sulfur just needs water and petroleum. We have some iron here already, which we will need for the sulfuric acid. Oops, okay. Yeah, I know that. Let's see, here we go. All right, so how can we do this? All right, so if this is sulfuric acid, we need water there. And sulfur. I think it'll be easier if I just put 3 in a row. Like that. That'll be acid, that'll be sulfur, and that'll be sulfur. Am I out of pipes again? I am. Okay, let me go grab some more pipe. First, I want to get rid of this extra coal that I'm carrying around. We could probably get rid of that bunker and move it. I don't think the Well, I don't want to speak too soon and jinx myself, but I was going to say I don't think the biters will get that far since we have turrets farther to the north of us, but one never knows. Get rid of this stone. Let me throw down a box to get rid of these stone furnaces. I don't need to carry those around. I'll leave them over here, because if we need to make more steam power, I'll use those to make the boilers. Okay. And I was coming for pipes. I think I've got enough underground pipes still. Okay. I really just think they should eliminate the collision of trees. Because anybody who's walking through a tree-covered area is probably going to be smart enough to not just bump into trees and get stuck. Okay, so that's going to be water. Let's make a water pump. And where shall we bring it in? I think I'll bring it in over here, and then we'll bring it up this side. No, no landfill on me. Okay. There we go. Okay, there's the water that we need. Let me give it some electricity. We'll put some inserters. And that's going to need iron plate as well. So we don't need to extend it that far. And the last thing we need now is petroleum. There we go. And then this will go into a set of 4 tanks, like we did with our other stuff. Here we go. All right. So now we've got sulfuric acid. Now to make batteries, we need iron plate, copper plate, and sulfuric acid. And for the purposes of science, I think 2 battery makers will be enough. I didn't calculate it, so I don't know that for sure. But we'll start with 2, and we can scale up from there as needed. Let's bring a line of power. Okay, so now we just need iron and copper. So the iron is easy enough. And I think I can bring this around the back. No, I'll bring it across the front. And I think what I'll do is just do a split belt. Okay, so that's our iron. And then I need to bring up a line of copper. So let's figure out how we do that. I'm going to grab some more yellow belt. We'll just use yellow belt for this particular endeavor. Okay. So we can split that off of our main copper bus here and run it over this way. We'll make some space through the trees. Okay, now our iron is on the left side of the solid fuel belt, so I'll bring the copper up the right side. Or can I? No, I'll bring that up the left side as well, because I've got power poles for my miners on the other side. So I can't do that. And we'll need to clear some room here. All right. And we'll jump across here. There, I'll just make some more in my pocket. Okay, and we're going to want to cross over here. There we go. All right, so now we've got iron and copper. And our output will be batteries. Okay, so we've now got battery production. I'm going to grab some of this flamethrower ammo. Just take one stack, and actually I'll put the rest of that stack back in the box. Okay, the last thing we need is plastic, and I would like to make 4 plastic makers. Let's see, and those need a space of 1, 2, 3. And again here, I'm not sure if 4 is actually the right number, but that's what we're going to start with. Okay, and then we can have plastic. Actually, let me run the batteries this way. And then we can have plastic and batteries. Go over to our production area from here. Okay, so these need petroleum. We have a petroleum line here. So what I will do is extend that there so that we can branch off and come down to where the plastic is. Okay, and then we need coal. And fortunately, we have a nice supply of coal here already. I'm running low on yellow belts again, so I'm just going to use red belt. I don't want to use... Yeah, I better use red belt. No. Come on, guys, red or yellow? If I use yellow, I have to go back and get more. Let's use yellow belt to be consistent. And, you know, I don't consider myself that OCD. And I know some of you probably get a little bit crazy when I take time like this just to make things consistent when really it doesn't matter. And I thank you for your patience. Because I don't see myself changing that. Okay, yellow belts, here we go. And I'm just going to run it right next to this, and then that way when we add more smelting we can put that next to this line. All right, and a splitter. There we go. And now we Ooh, I just thought of something. There's going to be solid fuel coming up this belt. Crap. Yeah, that's not going to work. I need coal for sure. It can't be solid fuel sometimes and coal sometimes. So let's scratch that idea. And we're going to have to run a dedicated coal line directly from the coal miners to the plastics area. Didn't think of that. But you can't you can't make coal from solid fuel. Pardon me, I have a frog. All right, that's better. Okay, so what we can do in that case is I can put a splitter right here so that I always get some coal. Oh, that's where I just took it from. There we go. Okay. All right, so more cutting of trees. By the way, if any of you guys know if there's a way to ensure that trees are completely destroyed by a flamethrower, let me know. But like I said, from what I can tell, the flamethrowers will destroy some trees. And then they will burn some trees, but not destroy them. In any case, in this game, I'm not going to use a flamethrower for tree clearing because it creates a lot of pollution. If I was playing a game that was in peaceful mode, then I probably would do that. If there was a way to guarantee that the trees all get destroyed and not just charred. I think it would be cool if you could use wood to make charcoal. And use that for fuel. Okay. All right, we're nearly there. And then I'll just jump across right here. There we go. We'll bring this up. And we will split there. No, that's okay. We'll split there. How much coal do I need? I need 1 coal per second. All right, so I think we can just use... Oh no, that's fine. Why did I think I had a problem there? Oh well. Okay. And then this comes up here. I'll make some more belt. We need fast inserters on the output. Oh, okay. Yeah, that stack bonus really helps in this case. Okay, we'll put some there as well. Okay. And we now have plastic. So we've got plastic and batteries. Sulfuric acid is accumulating, lubricant is accumulating, light oil is unfortunately accumulating. We might have to add more storage tanks until we get to advanced processing and can set up cracking. In the meantime, let us figure out how to get this stuff down to our production area. And I think we can quite simply come down through here. So let's go ahead and set that up. Actually, I'll do one more space there in case we need room for another belt later. And we'll be ready for blue science here very shortly and can start to continue our research. And get into the more advanced technology like oil cracking, assembly machine 3s, electric furnaces. We can get the better military upgrades. And I think most importantly, we can start to set up robotics, because robotics are going to be critical for setting up the next part of the base. Okay, now we have a decision to make whether to run those belts here or down here. And I think I'm going to run them here because this is where we're going to put roboports. But we can jump over the roboports using underground belts, and I don't mind doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and use this area to bring in the plastic and batteries, rather than doing it farther down below. Okay, so that's one belt, and then the other one will be down here. Okay, we don't have to take out any more trees for that one, at least not over there. Oh, okay. No, I don't need to do that. Oops. Here we go. Okay. All right, batteries are there, and plastic is there. Okay. Those up. And we'll just extend this to the end of the bus. This is going to accumulate an awful lot of batteries on our belt, but I think we'll end up using them, especially when we start making accumulators for solar power. And laser turrets, I think, also use batteries. Yep. Yeah, so I think we'll end up using plenty of batteries, so I don't mind storing them up here. As a matter of fact, I think we might want to No, I'll leave them on one side of the belt. I was thinking about whether I should balance the belt so that they go on both sides, but I think one side of the belt should be enough to give us what we need. Okay, well, I think that's going to do it for now. In the next episode, we will get blue signs set up. For that, we also need red circuits. So we'll set up a red circuit line now that we have plastic and green circuits. And then we'll get our blue science going. Yeah. And I think that'll do it for now. So thanks again for watching. If you have any suggestions or comments, please add a comment to the video. I do read all of the comments and I appreciate that. So thanks again. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.